It's the most wonderful time of the year, with those holiday greetings and gifts.
Hi everybody, welcome to What the Flick. I'm Matt Atchity, Alonzo Durali, Christy Lemire. We are going to be talking about the Christmas horror movie Krampus, or at least they will be, because I haven't seen it. Alonzo, would you like to describe it?
Sure, yeah, because, it's the holidays. This is my season for movies.
It's your jam.
It is my jam. Have yourself a movie till Christmas, still available on Amazon. Anyway, this is from Michael Dougherty, who wrote and directed the Halloween cult favorite Trick or Treat, and now he is setting his sights on Christmas, bringing up the Legend of the Krampus, which is, I think, is sort of a German Santa's nasty buddy who travels with him when, while Santa is rewarding the good, Krampus is punishing the bad. And one family, having a particularly miserable Christmas, loses their spirit so much that they summon him to terrible, terrible results. Take a look.
It's the weirdest thing. There's no cars, no people.
How long can this keep up? We heard something on the roof.
The hell's this?
Saint Nicholas is not coming this year. Instead, a much darker, ancient spirit.
Those are hooves. Elk or a goat?
What kind of goat walks on its hind legs?
His name is Krampus. He and his helpers did not come to give, but to take.
It's Christmas. Nothing bad's gonna happen on Christmas.
So I went and saw this last night, and I realized this is like a really extreme version of Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible Day, because there's the son in the family who's like unhappy. He loses his faith, he loses hope, and he like makes a wish, and bad shit comes raining down on his whole family. So this is like that.
Only a PG-13 horror movie.
It's super violent. Like I think there's legitimately scary stuff in this movie, especially when they go to the attic and like the dolls come to life.
There are some good scares. Like Krampus's sidekicks are all like snowmen and gifts and toys and cookies. So
evil gingerbread man.
They're pretty creepy, and they traffic in that sort of Christmas imagery really well, I think. So I've heard people complain the movie takes too long to get going because there's a healthy amount of setup. Oh. I think that first part is a successful sort of like dysfunctional family Christmas comedy, which is probably my favorite genre of Christmas comedies. So you've got Adam Scott and Toni Collette and their kids, and the parents aren't getting along because he's traveling all the time, and the daughter just wants to go hang out with her boyfriend, and the son is trying valiantly to sort of keep the family going and to keep the Christmas spirit alive. And,
right. And David Koechner is David Koechner.
David Koechner and Alison Tolman, yay, from Fargo season 1. They're the Randy Quaid family that shows up, and there's the German grandmother who knows more than she's letting on at first about how Christmas works and the downside of not being jolly. I think, I admire, with both this and Trick or Treat, I think I admire what Dougherty's going for more than the results, but the results are solidly entertaining.
Yeah.
I thought the first part was funny, and I thought the second part was scary. The second part maybe isn't as taut as it could be. Like once shit starts going haywire, they could really sort of ratchet up the tension, and there are moments that they don't until like really close to the end. But I was never bored. I had a good time.
Yeah, I think you need all that stuff in the beginning to care about them.
Sure.
It's called character development, and they actually, and a lot of movies don't care about that. But yeah, you have a really clear sense of who these people all are and what their relationships are like and what their histories are like. I don't know who plays the grandma. I'm blanking on her. Please somebody look it up.
Kristen Stadler, I think is her name. She's a German actress.
Yeah, and she has this like wonderfully calming but also very creepy presence. There is just like a clarity to her eyes and her presence where like, she knows more, and her badassery will come through eventually. I like this a lot. I'm also blanking on the kid's name. I'm terrible.
MJ.
He was good. I really liked him.
From Chef.
Okay, he's is he Jon Favreau's son in Chef?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So there's nothing cute kid about him.
No.
I thought he was really solid. I I believe them as a screwed up family. They weren't so extreme and so ridiculous. I believe them as, not getting along.
Sure, and I've heard the complaint that, this is a movie where, the blue staters make fun of the red staters, but I would argue that, the blue staters...
That's shooting fish in a barrel.
I think the blue staters in this movie are in no position to judge. Like, they've got their own problems and their own sort of messed up stuff. And then also, part of what they're sort of judging the red staters about is guns. But boy, when the Krampus shows up, they're happy to have those guns.
You need
They are
guns.
perfectly down for that. So
to blow away the evil gingerbread man.
I think there's a balance that people maybe aren't giving them credit for. Also, any movie that puts a shotgun in the hand of Conchata Ferrell, I'm in. So
yeah, no, it's a lot like 80s Joe Dante kind of horror comedies, right?
it is going for Gremlins. I heard somebody compare it to Small Soldiers.
Oh yeah,
So
but it's another movie that made me laugh a lot at just like the ridiculousness of the extreme of it. Like, it is legitimately scary and tense, but also really funny in the sources of that tension,
Sure.
of that horror. So I had a good time.
There's a small genre of holiday horror, and they could use some more good ones. So I think this one should go on the list.
Yeah. So what is your number?
I give it a 7. It is not perfect, but it's solidly entertaining. You'll have a good time.
Yeah, I also say 7. So our average is 7. Even I can do that. And where is it?
64%.
I think it's better than that. Go see Krampus. Bye.